Dire's top tower.
Slam it!
Your last move.
Fate! To the bottom I go!
Ouch! Here I am! Presumably a pity.
Unstoppable!
Summer light. Pain is ugly. Ugly, pain.
Tide rag!
2 for 1.
Not alive!
Taken before my time.
I mean, you know, the prize money has always been an incentive to keep playing, but I feel that the most important thing that has really kept me playing throughout these years is the sense of satisfaction that you get when you actually play and win something with your friends and your team members. That's great. I mean, when I just started Dota in Singapore, the scene was pretty much just so it was average. There was like tournaments once every 3 months or 2, but because coming this year, as we went into Dota 2, it seemed like there isn't any more Dota tournaments in Singapore already, and I'm actually questioning where would Dota 2 be heading towards in the upcoming years in Singapore. I think definitely it would definitely attract quite a few low players over, because I would say that most players from Dota actually moved on to LoL because the game wasn't as perfect as it could have been, the game engine, the interface and all. But now that Valve has actually done such an amazing job on Dota, I feel that yeah, many people will be moving on to LoL. I mean Dota too. In fact, I would just say that I spend any other free time I have playing. Maybe sometimes I'll go out for movies with friends, go out, do the casual stuff. But I usually play Dota like every day, at least 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, of course. Usually the training only takes place at home online, and yep, like I said, we play 5-6 hours a day playing scrims online. But as it comes closer to a huge international tournament, we would go down to LAN and practice. I feel that the Chinese players can be that good because to them it's like a career. They actually get paid. They do it on a daily basis, very professional method, and yeah, they get the support they need to actually bring it onto the professional level, like just playing as a team every single day. Yeah. So they actually get an edge over other players in the sense they have a lot more time playing the game. Yeah, I have no doubt over that, but I think it will take some time for the change to take place. It will definitely take like another year or 2, because Dota at the moment is doing so well in China. There's actually no reason for them to move over yet. Definitely there will be some changes and adaptations to do, but I mean, because he's from Europe, his team's playstyle was different, very much different from mine. So yeah, we had some adjustments to do, but overall it wasn't that difficult because he is a good and experienced player. So yeah, things kind of just blended in very naturally. So things has been fine till now. Yeah, in general, teams from all around the country, I mean all around the world, actually play very differently from region to region. Teams in the US and the Europe, they actually tend to play more of team fight, concentrated drafts, whereas in Southeast Asia and China, we kind of prefer playing passive and dragging to late game, where the late gamer is able to carry the game to victory. So it's kind of different, and it's hard to predict which teams play, which kind of play style is better. My memory of him is a player who was very flexible and very all-rounded. But it seems that now that he's joined Absolute Legends, he has been the solo mid player, and it's very different from what I've remembered of him. Yeah, so I think he has moved on. He's blended in with the Australian playstyle, and I mean he's doing well. Talking about ranking, I do agree that Na'Vi should be the best, the number one considered team right now in the world because of their ability to perform consistently well, and yeah, they have been performing very well. They have individually skilled players, and they have a good sponsor and a good team to manage it. But I feel that when it comes to big tournaments, it's not just consistency which matters. It's kind of, you got to bring in other stuff such as it's what we call the X factor. You got to come up with different ideas to kind of win the game, because in a LAN event there's banning, so you can't really use the same thing to win over and over again. So yeah, you got to be think out of the box and come up with something in order to win. I think that the idea of a game's beta mode is actually just to balance the game further through the launch of the game. And so far, Valve has been updating the game like every week and making balance changes all the time. So it's a period of time which Dota 2 has to go through in order to come out as a great game. I wouldn't say that the meta game has changed with the addition of the new heroes, but more of the pool has been increased every week, and it's sort of, teams have to practice with the new heroes every single week and make sure they are updated with the changes and be aware that they can actually play very well with any hero in the pool. Yeah. This year the event will be held at Seattle. That's where Valve's headquarters are. So definitely they'll be able to put more effort and into it and make it a much grander event. And compared to last year, I believe they have actually made quite a few adjustments and improvements to the entire game and the event itself. So yeah, I think every team is actually looking forward to the event. In fact, a lot of people around the world are actually saying that my team's victory last year was kind of a fluke, because we haven't really been doing well in Dota events in the past years. But the thing is, I felt like our team actually had what it takes to actually win the championship. That's just that I felt that we didn't have enough time to practice the game, because we only had a beta keys like 1 week before the event, before we flew to Germany. So whereas the other teams actually got their beta keys like 2-3 weeks in advance. Yeah, so I felt that if every team were given the same period of time to practice the game, I felt like my team could have actually done better. Yeah, I would say my team has the possibility to win, and in fact, I would say that every other team also has an equal chance at winning this event, because Dota 2 right now is so unsaturated. It's so hard to determine what's the best playstyle and best hero picks. I mean, the teams that you have to worry about and look out for is definitely Na'Vi, because they are so flexible and they are able to play so many different kinds of playstyles and heroes. So it's going to be difficult thinking of how to ban against them. But then again, like I said, the teams that you should really look out for would be the teams that are so flexible, they're able to play so many different things. So it's really hard to predict how you're going to be able to come out best on top of them. feel that Mouse didn't get invited originally because there was just a limitation to the number of slots. China already had what, 5 teams to the international, so that leaves Europe with 3 to 4. So at the period of time where the invitations were sent out, I felt like Mouse wasn't really on top of their game, so they didn't really get the recognition they needed from Ice Rock to actually get invited. But the thing is, as the weeks goes by, as there are changes to the game and more heroes are added, Mouse's playstyle and performance has actually been improving. So yeah, with the current weeks, so Ice Rock has actually started to pick up what Mouse has been doing and what they're actually capable of. Thus, that's why Ice Rock actually decided to invite them as a backup team. I'll just go to the coach thing first. In fact, my team has actually I've actually spoke to Ice Rock about the coaching issue, because we find that Dota is actually it's kind of like a real-time strategy game. So if you actually have a coach behind to watch and give good advice on how the game is progressing, it's actually very unfair, because it would be like a 6v5 where there's someone who's actually watching everything, and who is not in the intense situation such that he can actually watch what's going on and know what's really happening. So it's really an unfair advantage to that. And as for MTW as a team, I find that, no offense, but I actually find that they are the kind of team which wouldn't win a big event twice, because I find their playstyle a bit too predictable and similar. They're always picking and banning the same few heroes. It's just that the DreamHack, they were kind of the underdog team, and teams didn't really give them the attention they actually should. To a certain extent, yes, because Horn is in essence the same game as Dota, just that they have different heroes and game engine. So however, there will still be a certain difference to how well they will fit into the game, because like I said, the heroes, there are actually differences in heroes, so the heroes do make a lot of difference. Last year, before the Dota 2 was actually announced, I've been playing a mix of Horn and LOL, because I was hearing that LOL had better game prospects than what Dota would have, and it was apparent because in Singapore Dota was actually dying out back then. So yeah, I moved on to LOL and I played it quite a bit, and I did pretty well with some of my old Dota teammates, namely Toku Boy, if anyone of you knows him. I find that when it comes to LAN events, it's very important to have the LAN practice beforehand. So compared to other LAN shops, the Razer office is very much more conducive because it's very quiet, and there are other things for us to do there, like relaxing and doing other things in our free time. And so it has helped us, it has actually brought us together for LAN practice a lot more, because we find that the training has been a lot more productive, and as compared to online trainings, we actually get a lot more out of it. So yeah, it's been good for us. I haven't been much of a sports person since I started gaming actually. So that's been like what, 10 years now. So any other hobbies of mine other than gaming would just be hanging out with friends, going for movies, going out for meals, and the occasional drinking sessions on weekends. I would say the best tip for someone to actually pick up gaming from a from a casual level to a competitive level is that you really need the kind of the passion for the game, because when you have the passion for something, it makes everything else so simple. You don't see training as training, you see it as you want to do it, so it's very easy. And like every other sport, what you need to actually reach a competitive level is constant practice and the drive in yourself to actually improve all the time. So which is what passion actually gives you. Tammy she's definitely someone who knows what she's doing. So she's actually made everything else seems so easy. She's been doing all the admin stuff, the sponsorship things, and as well as scheduling our trainings and our matches. So she's made us able to just focus on our game and just improve. So she's done a very good job. I mean, and Aloysius, they sometimes actually join in on our training games and watch us play, and they give very good feedback on on our mistakes and actually what we have been doing well. So in a sense, they have been a good asset to the team. But off game, I mean, N is actually doing a website and he's been updating our team Zenith blog. So he's doing what we need as a team on the PR side, and yeah, it's actually what we think is necessary. For the fans out there, thanks for really supporting my team throughout all these years, and hopefully this year we'll do our best and hopefully win the title.